What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by Autobahn. My name is Max, and today we are driving another viewer's car. This is Ray's VW Lupo R20. It is a little bomb on wheels. It is so cool. Ray actually bought this car from his dad, basically. This was his dad's last daily before he passed away, unfortunately. And Ray decided to buy the car. It was a Lupo GTI with a 1.6 liter naturally aspirated engine, 125 horsepower. He decided to buy it, and as sort of a tribute to his dad, built this crazy ass Lupo. And the cool thing is, his dad was able to drive it before he passed away, which is that is so cool to me. I think that is such a cool story. Today I'm going to show you around it. I'm going to try to do this car and Ray justice, because Ray's a perfectionist, and I met him, I talked with him for like 10 minutes, and I already noticed that, oh Ray, you're making it so hard on yourself. You're doing it right, but oh my god, the work that has gone into this car, the attention to detail, really appreciate that. So I'm going to show you around it. I'm going to talk you through everything that has been done. Well, the headlines, because it's just way too much, and then we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for an Autobahn blast. Now, as I said, it started out as a Lupo GTI. That means it already had little flared arches, but they are wider now than they were stock. At the front we've got a nice and aggressive bumper with a little splitter down there, and a couple of very cool details. Number one, they de-chromed the entire headlight unit, so it's completely black, and then they etched these patterns into the lenses of the headlights. This pattern basically into the headlight, which is super cool. And then he's got these demon eyes, so I hope you guys can see that. Let me get down. You can see the illuminated air intake here, just like with a Dodge Demon. That is super cool. On the other side as well. That is hilariously cool. So that's his daytime running light. It is so small. It is, I mean, I feel like I have to do this review like crouched down, because you guys are going to think it's like a miniature car. Well, it is a miniature car. So wheels and tires. We've got the 17-inch Rota wheels at the front with 195 section front tires, and they are Hankooks. Behind that we've got Brembo brakes from a Porsche Cayenne, basically floating discs, 330mm discs, and 6-spot brake calipers at the front, 310mm brake discs, and 4-pot at the rear. These brakes are good. They are properly good. I'll talk you through that when we start driving it some more, but actually really good, like overpowered, which is something we don't really see that often. Super low, as you can see, so the suspension is mega hard. It's actually got part of a VR6 suspension setup. It also has uniball control arms and a Quave limited slip differential. Look at how snug that is. That is so cool. Can't believe I'm not hitting that on the Autobahn. At the rear we've got a couple very cool details as well. This SRS Tech diffuser that basically gives it a Golf 6R look, even with the same license plate holder and stuff like that. And then with the central exhaust, of course, it's got a custom exhaust. And then we have the Lupo Guinea badge here, super nice, with the tailgate of a Seat Arosa with a rear window that wraps around and just goes to the edges. The Lupo apparently has like a metallic thing here, which Ray didn't like. And then he got this VW logo opening mechanism from a Polo and just made it to fit in here, which is super nice. We've got a Wigo Sport strut brace at the rear, and you can see the cage already from here as well. And Ray even had them make this in aluminium, and then he had it anodized to give it this red color, like a GTI color. That is super nice. That's what I meant with attention to detail. Same goes for these parts here. Super cool. So let's take a look at the engine. Hood pins, unlock those, and then this one. There we go. So I didn't even say to you guys, it's got a 2-liter TSI swap. So geez, why didn't I start with that? So it's got the BWJ from a Cupra R from 2011, stock 240 horsepower, but this engine is basically stage 2, stage 2 plus, so everything but the turbo and the internals. So we've got a billet aluminium intake manifold, we've got a 3.5-inch intake pipe, new intake. As I said, these are actually functional as well, so you can see the pipe there and there, so that just goes in the engine compartment. This actually directs air into the intake. Then we've got bigger injectors, we've got a 3.5-inch downpipe catless, a reinforced axle, an oil catch can, intercooler plus piping, low pressure fuel pump, high pressure fuel pump. It's got the gearbox from a Golf 6 GTI, but with longer ratios. It is too much, really. It is too much. They've had their work cut out for them to get this in here, to make everything fit. You can actually see the billet shifter down there, so everything is stronger as well. So yeah, it's been built properly. It's been overbuilt, because it's now delivering like 360 horsepower, which is, I mean, that's a lot for a small car like this, but you know, it's not crazy. So in here, once you get over that cage, you have seats from a Golf 6 edition 35. As I said, the cage, we've got fire extinguisher there, we've got another fire extinguisher system here. Apparently it did catch fire one time, so Ray is extra careful now. We've got the steering wheel from a Polo GTI, center stack from a Seat, different dials. Speedo goes to 320, which, yeah, we're going to do that today. Yeah, it is, man, this thing is serious. It's been built seriously, and I love it, absolutely love it. We already tried to set something up 2 years ago, but it was not done yet. And I mean, yeah, we're 2 years on and it's been properly built. So let's head out for a little drive and see what it's like. It sounds really good. I like the sound. It's not as like tin canny as some of these 2-liter TSIs. This is pretty deep and dark. We also have a different clutch, which is actually not bad. It's pretty doable. It is quite loud, especially the blow off. Horsies. What's up, buddies? Yeah, it's a bit too loud for them horses. So. Okay, we're just going to go this way. It is properly quick. I'm going to close the windows. Just had to lower them because it's quite hot in here. But yeah, it's maybe a bit too loud for you guys. So, it feels really good actually. The build feels good. It does feel really like stiff and hard, and well, honestly, it feels like the suspension and the dampers, everything is just solid steel rods that are connected to the wheel. But it's actually not as bad as I was expecting. I was expecting it to just go everywhere, but it's actually pretty stable for a miniature car like this. That's second gear. It puts the power down really well. You do have a bit of torque steer, of course, but nothing that you can't manage. It's actually relatively civilized for a build this extreme. I have to commend Ray on that. So let's do a little launch, well, a pull away. It is quite hard to put the power down from a standstill, of course. That's not really what this car has been built for. I did like 6 seconds. Well, once you get it in second gear, it actually pulls really hard. So it's weird because it kind of looks like it's built to be sort of a little track car. But the steering is quite dead, as you can see. That's classic VW. But it is just such a cool little car to do like a little hill climb with or something like that, you know. It's very nimble, it's light, it's agile, and then it's got some serious power to boot, so you have enough power to actually get up the hill. What the fuck? So when you turn it in, it does start pushing on its front wheels a little bit, but once you get past that, it's not bad. Third gear. Oh, third gear is strong. That's fourth. Gearbox is a bit like clunky. It's quite difficult to shift quickly, but at least it's up to the task, which is more important. Fourth gear, there we go. And because of those longer gear ratios, it actually has, you know, some proper legs. I have to say the speedo is lagging a little bit, so we're doing like 240 now. That's not bad for such a small little car. Oh, those brakes, yeah. So the brakes are really good, but they only start at like 50% of the pedal. So if you hit the brake, you're like, oh, where is it? And then there it is. That's really strange. So fifth gear. To 200, I did a 10.95, I think, but I think it could go quite a bit quicker. It's just the shift takes a bit of time. Most of the time it feels quicker than that, like it feels quicker than the result actually suggests. So bumps here. Do have to slow down for those. Theoretically, top speed with this gearbox should be 282 kilometers an hour GPS, which is kind of nutty. Hold on, there we go. But Ray actually did like 270 with it, which is just crazy. I did 255, and I have to say it was a lot better than I was expecting, but from 255 to 270, I think that will take quite a long time. So sixth gear there. It's a bit busy, and you need quite a bit of space really, but it is just a hilarious little car. It's so pumped up, it's so like aggressive and over the top. It just makes it so much fun. Just a little bit too much power for such a small car that is what we love, right? That is just, it just works. Gearbox is actually, the shift itself is quite nice. It's nice and firm, it's sharp, but it just takes a while to shift. Oh man, it's freaking hot in here. Just get those windows down for a bit. Oh, this is fun. I mean, it's such a you know, a sympathetic little car. It's just a little Lupo. And then it's got this sound coming from it and this acceleration. When that second gear hooks up, it is actually very quick. And it puts the power down much better than I was expecting. So I don't think we're going to beat race 270 km/h top speed. It's just a bit too busy today, and you can't really do it everywhere with this car because it's so stiff and so hard. You really have to like get the smooth bits to try and do those really high speed parts, but I actually believe it will do it. It's freaking hilarious. He actually showed me the video of a BMW X5 doing like 250 and the Lupo being in front, like it was so, just looks so cool. Too much is just the right amount. So, since that BMW is not going right, we're going right, and I just take a little space, and there we go, third gear. Nice. Ray, thank you so much for taking it to us and letting us have a go. Really appreciate it. It is so much fun. And I get why you took this Lupo, and just the origin story with his dad and then building this like crazy little nuclear device on wheels. Hilarious. Thank you so much to you guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. You can subscribe by clicking the big button in the middle. You can also check out this video on the right or this playlist on the left there. Yeah, thanks for watching. See you at the next one. Bye.